one. They come out, they beat St. Clair 3-0, they get their revenge, they move in, take Fisher to a game 5, and then they take Oklahoma Christian to a game 5. That is another big shocker today. It's almost like what we were saying yesterday. That is the Northwood that we expected to see.
Yeah, and I think that this could also take a little bit of a half to how competitive a lot of these series were. St. Clair, it was a round 11 dealership fair position fight that actually took the edge for the Timberwolves, of course, but to create top 2 winners finals versus Fisher College. But beyond all of that, yeah, the map 5 was just dope inducing, right? The ballpark played 250-169 to set up Fisher College, just beating the brakes off Northwood 6-2 from the dealership fair to destroy that went to the map of round 11 in that match versus St. Clair. The round previous to all of that, and then Oklahoma Christian just also the statement to be beat Fisher Esports in the round robin phase. Then they lost that match 5 to Fisher College. So again, to your credit, what you said earlier, put 1 and 2 in the group stage, and now they went back-to-back map 5s against the top dogs, or birds as they may be, and now the grand final is down with that winner's bracket advantage.
It's not just that, they went back-to-back game 5s. Every single match Fisher played this weekend has been a game 5. And I don't know if that is something to say that this team just has the gas and they want to go for that back-to-back and they're ready to do anything that they can to get there, or they have some maps that they just don't want to go into for this grand final that we're going to be seeing. But for Oklahoma Christian, I think this is a team that, you know, they've surfed their way through the lower bracket. They've made it to the grand finals. They get that rematch against Fisher once more, and surely third time's the charm for this team trying to take a championship against the Fisher Falcons. Oklahoma Christian, this is a team that we talk about so often, Andy, as one of the best we have in college COD. A lot of these players, fantastic outside of college COD as well. They deserve to be on the stage. They are some of the best that we have in Tier 2 Call of Duty, and I think that this could be that moment for them.
Yeah, I mean, they're the local and everybody's favorite Kiwi in the town. Of course, Econ is up on that stage, of course, Nurse on the sidelines, absolute slayer and demon, and it really does kind of accentuate the point of how his career as a Call of Duty professional has actually gone for this Oklahoma Christian squad as well. The bride thing is never the bride, right? They always come so close to maybe getting all of the glory, and they always come up so short, whatever it may be. They have proven to themselves within the past 24 hours they can beat these guys on the opposite side. This is their best shot, albeit the best of 7 the way it's all framed up. We'll talk about it later on. They suggest otherwise. Really got to think that Oklahoma Christian, albeit not playing with Spark, because playing with Cloud9 New York now, still playing with Gus, maybe not as active as he once was, but still shooting very straight. Gus squeeze from Gus on the weekend as well. Really could make it get in for the best of 7 and potentially come out as a champion.
Well, here's our best of 7 laid out in front of us, Andy. A lot of maps that we're going to be seeing repeating from our previous series between both of these squads. But a big thing that really stuck out to you that you're looking for is that Oklahoma Christian, they don't give their Hacienda control that we've seen so often this weekend for them. Fisher Esports, they made sure they banned that out. But for the other side, I think one major detail that we're seeing from Oklahoma is that they've recognized how strong this Fisher team is on the rewind and the dealership. They banned the hard point, they banned the search and destroy. That leaves a lot to be open for this grand final.
Yeah, I mean, these are the same exact targeted videos that Fisher Falcons did have going into that matchup versus Oklahoma Christian. Previously to the information they garnered from the Map 5 loss to Oklahoma Christian in the round robin. Let me explain a little bit. They actually lost both the red card hard point and the red card search and destroy. The 6-2 was the search and destroy, it was the Map 5. Then the red card Map 1 was 250 to 223. It was actually Fisher's pick. So you really have to think that those are just targeted videos and like the Hacienda control. Because Fisher Esports, they do get that winner's bracket advantage, so they can target the controller what they don't want to play. And obviously you take that away from Oklahoma Christian. Between these first 5 maps, there's only one that we will not have from the winner's matchup between these 2 third-based colleges, and that is the Hacienda control. Yeah. That Hacienda Earthquake is the one of which the core that I just talked about are what Oklahoma Christian won 250 to 215. The other maps were incredibly close, besides the rewind search destroy. So if you can win one not getting that Hacienda in Detroit, it could look good for you. But Fisher Esports are hyped. They talked about how they keep clutching up map 5 after map 5. They threw out a really good best of 7, maybe not even see that map 6 and 7, and potential odds would be in the favor.
When we look at the stats for both of these two teams across the season and their record, it was picture perfect, I would say, across the regular season, across the conference finals, into the regional finals, and throughout the championship finals as well. These two teams have been very buttoned up in their road. And like we said, I mean, we have to give our congratulations over towards Dylan Rex for Fisher, who has risen the ranks into the Carolina Royal Ravens.
Nothing right now, man.
Playing Optic, playing Mercules right now, and Bullcut Matt has filled his shoes exceptionally this weekend. And Oklahoma Christian, you lose Spark, they go to C9, they beat Atlanta FaZe this weekend, he's looking good, and it's Gussified to move into this roster as well. Both of these two teams had changes this weekend, and when I was looking at it, I immediately thought Oklahoma Christian won those changes because Gussify on the squad, he is just such a good addition to what is already a great team considering the history that he has with these players.
Great faith, great heart, man. That's why on the challenger stage, bar none. Obviously, the inspiration for the challenger show, but Gus does go on, graduation, coming along, competing. But they really got to just showcase the abilities that Gus